There has been some more backlash against Millie Bobby Brown's engagement. If you didn't know, the Stranger Things actress has just announced that she is engaged at 19 years old. On Instagram, she posted a black and white photo with her boyfriend Jake Bon Jovi, and she wrote, "I loved you 3 summers now, honey, I want them all." In the photo, she was also seen wearing a diamond ring on her left hand. Jake also posted his own version of the announcement on Instagram, which was a picture of them together with the caption "Forever." Back in November of 2021, the couple went Instagram official with their relationship when Millie posted a photo of them kissing while riding the London Eye. They've since been spotted together at multiple Hollywood events, and they're all over each other's Instagram. Millie and Jake have been dating for around 2 years now, and they seem like they have a really solid relationship, but that hasn't stopped people from questioning their engagement, and you can pretty much guess why that is. When the news started trending on Twitter, many fans rushed in to give their opinion about her decision and claim that she's way too young to get married. One person wrote, "She's 19. You do you, sis, but I was a mess at 19. Getting married would have been at the bottom of my list at that point." Another person tweeted, "But what was Millie thinking for real? She is 19. There's more than 19 reasons not to get married as a teen. And she's 19 and her mom still won't let her go out past 7 p.m. Some people even went as far as calling her a child bride, which is just pure insanity. Jake also received a lot of criticism for his age, seeing that he's only 20, but it was nowhere near the same amount that Millie has been getting. Thankfully though, there were also those people who came to her defense and made some really good arguments. Someone tweeted, "I'm not anti-marriage, but it's interesting to see people scoffing at the Millie Bobby Brown engagement, making first marriage jokes because she's 19, yet still thinking it's reasonable or realistic for them to get married at 30 and potentially spend 50 years with the same person." Another person wrote, "I'm only here for Millie Bobby Brown's support. Yeah, she's 19 and that's young to marry, but she's been acting as an adult and the sole income provider for her family. No one has a right to tell her she's too young. She's marrying someone her age. Let them live their lives." Beauty YouTuber Raw Beauty Christy also came through in support of her and said, "I never comment on celebrities' posts, but to anyone saying she's too young or young people can't actually work out, my husband and I have been together since we were 15 and 17, and we're coming up on 18 years together. You can be in love and know real love in your teens and be even more in love in your 30s. It's possible and wonderful. Congratulations, you two." What's really funny is the fact that Millie used Taylor Swift lyrics to make the announcement. The line about 3 summers is from Taylor's song Lover, which is written from the perspective of a woman who is blissfully content in her relationship. In fact, Taylor herself approved of the caption because she ended up liking the post and showing her support for the young couple. And she's not the only one. Several celebrities have now rushed in to congratulate Millie on the news, including her co-star Noah Schnapp. In the comments he wrote, "Oh my god, congratulations." And then Jamie Campbell-Power, who plays Vecna in season 4 of Stranger Things, also added a row of heart emojis. So it seems like most people are actually happy for them, and the negativity is not something that Millie even needs to worry about. Did you know that Millie Bobby Brown just got engaged? Megan Fox and MGK are back together, and Taylor Swift gave us all clues that she was going to break up with Joe Alwyn. We're gonna get into everything in this video, so stick with me. First up, what do you guys think of the news that Millie Bobby Brown is engaged at 19 years old? Yesterday, the Stranger Things actress took to her Instagram to announce the happy news. She posted a black and white photo of her 20-year-old boyfriend Jake Bon Jovi, who is a son of the singer Jon Bon Jovi. In the caption, she included Taylor Swift lyrics and wrote, "I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, I want them all." While she didn't actually use the word engagement, she was wearing a diamond ring on her left hand. That is a pretty big clue. For his part, Jake posted another picture of the two of them with the caption "Forever." So how are fans reacting to the news? Well, many of them seem to be shocked that she's getting married so young, but extremely happy for her at the same time. One person tweeted, "Can't believe the Stranger Things kids were like what, 11, 12 when they first started shooting, and now Millie Bobby Brown is going to show up to the season 5 set engaged." There were also heaps of memes posted about the news. One of them was a clip of Homelander looking around anxiously with the caption, "Waking up to see Millie Bobby Brown engaged when you're in your mid-20s, single and alone." Apart from the jokes, there was also a bit of criticism coming from some fans who believed that she was just way too young to be thinking about marriage. But really, it's her life, and if she feels like she's ready to tie the knot, she can make that decision for herself. Besides, Millie and Jake seem like they have a really solid relationship despite being so young. They've been dating for a few years now, and they're very clearly in love. Back in November of 2021, they went Instagram official with their relationship when Millie posted a photo of them kissing while riding the London Eye. They've since been spotted together at Hollywood events like the red carpet Muppet premiere at the Stranger Things Season 4, and in everyday adventures on Instagram. In January, before their engagement, Millie called Jake her partner for life and shared a series of photos from 2022, like ones kissing in a photo booth, hugging in a car, and going out in the snow on New Year's Day. In February, Jake celebrated Millie's 19th birthday by posting a sweet tribute on Instagram, along with several pictures of the two of them. In the caption, he wrote, "Another year around the sun. Happy 19th to the girl of my dreams. I love you more than words can describe. Everything about you is golden down to the core." So they seem like they have a really healthy relationship, and that's why people love them together. There's also another reason fans have been so supportive of her engagement, because they knew everything that Millie has gone through in the past. Back in 2020, Millie was dating a now disgraced TikTok star named Hunter Ekimovic. Although they never explicitly confirmed they were together, they were seen kissing and hugging in a series of photos that surfaced across social media. This was such a big deal because she was 16 and he was 20 at the time, so naturally their relationship sparked massive backlash online. Their breakup was extremely messy, and Hunter ended up revealing really confidential information about Millie to his millions of followers. Then during an Instagram live in 2021, he admitted that things got physical between them, and he manipulated Millie in order to get her to do whatever he wanted. Hunter said that he was not digging his own grave, since technically everything he did was legal. He also insisted that their relationship was consensual and everyone around them approved of it, even her parents. To make matters worse, Hunter's sister also joined his Instagram live and told everyone that their age at the time of their relationship was irrelevant because Millie was apparently obsessed with her brother. The two of them tried to humiliate the actress in front of all their followers, but it backfired on them big time. They probably underestimated just how many fans she has from Stranger Things, because the backlash was insane. Fans were disgusted that Hunter admitted to taking advantage of Millie and trying to embarrass her at the same time. He later apologized for his statements and said he was sorry for everything, claiming that he was intoxicated and just wanted to antagonize the people in his comments. But there was really no coming back from that. The fallout was biblical. It was so bad that he straight up disappeared from the internet. He deactivated all of his social media accounts in July of 2021 and never returned. This is pretty crazy when you think about the fact that he used to model for major brands like American Eagle, and he had millions of followers across all of his social media platforms. But to this day, he is nowhere to be found online, and that's probably for the best. It took her a while, but Millie eventually opened up about the whole experience in an interview with Allure. She said, "When you get publicly humiliated this way, I felt so out of control and powerless. Walking away and knowing I'm worth everything and this person didn't take anything from me. It felt very empowering. It took her a year of healing to get over the situation, but she was finally able to put it behind her and find new love with her boyfriend Jake. I mean, she really deserves all the happiness in the world." And now let's talk about Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn's breakup. At first, we knew very little about the reason for their split, and it seemed like a guessing game. But a new report has just come out that paints a much clearer picture. A source close to the couple spoke to People magazine and insisted that the reason for their breakup ultimately came down to differences in their personalities. Quote, "They've had rough patches before and always worked things out, so friends thought they would take some time apart but eventually come back together. Although apparently they just weren't the right fit for each other, and a lot of it comes down to the fact that Joe didn't like the limelight. He was said to have struggled with Taylor's level of fame and the attention from the public, which is completely understandable. I mean, she's one of the biggest stars on the planet. Of course, this is not her fault. She can't exactly help the fact that she has a massive fan base, or that her music is so successful. She's just an extremely talented person doing what she loves. But it's possible that Joe is just not cut out for that kind of life, and that's okay too. Although you would think that by now he would have some idea about the level of celebrity. Someone tweeted, "I refuse to believe that it took Joe Alwyn almost 7 years to figure out how famous Taylor Swift is." In response, some people pointed out the fact that Taylor is way more famous now than she was 6 or 7 years ago, and Joe has made it abundantly clear that he never wanted to be known as just Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Over the years, he's refused to answer almost every single question about their relationship. In 2018, he said, "I understand people's curiosity in the world we live in, about people's private lives. Well, I don't understand it, but I know it exists. For me, I just don't feel it's something I want to offer up to be picked apart by people who don't know about it, and it's just not theirs to have." So he's really had to assert his desire for privacy, even when he gets asked seemingly innocuous questions about her, like what's his favorite Taylor Swift song. After a while, there's no doubt that that would get really exhausting. Aside from the fame aspect of it all, it sounds like they've just grown apart over the years. The source close to the couple explained that they had plenty in common and fell in love in a safe bubble while she was retreating from the world during Reputation. vacation. Then the pandemic hit and they were locked down together and able to continue growing their relationship in this insulated way. But he really didn't know her yet outside of that bubble. Eventually the differences in their personalities became harder to ignore. So in the end, it seems like their relationship had just run its course. Thankfully, the breakup wasn't very messy or overly dramatic. In fact, there's reportedly no bad blood between them at all and they are still very friendly. The insider added that there is still a lot of respect there and Taylor doesn't have anything bad to say about Joe. She's staying very focused on her tour right now, which seems to be true. Despite everything that's transpired, she's currently performing shows all throughout North America. Although she hasn't publicly commented on the status of her relationship, it seems like she hinted at their breakup about a week before the news broke. When the Eras tour began, fans assumed that the 44-song setlist would remain the same throughout the tour, because each song comes with its own complicated set pieces and choreography. But then Taylor surprised the audience in Texas by swapping out the song Invisible String with The One. Now this was a pretty big deal because she essentially replaced a love song with a breakup anthem. In Invisible String, Taylor sings about how Joe saved her from her past failed relationships, whereas in The One, she's mourning a former lover. The song is about looking back on a relationship that is already over. She's speaking to her ex-lover and wants to know if there's anything that she could have done differently to keep them together. At certain points, it seems to be uplifting and hopeful, but it's mostly about the pain of heartbreak and regret. Naturally, fans are kind of freaking out over the fact that Taylor would drop a major hint like this, but it does make a lot of sense. After she spent years protecting the privacy of her relationship, she's not exactly going to start talking about her breakup now. If anything, her feelings about the situation are eventually going to come out in her music. It's literally the most Taylor Swift thing she can do. When you think about it, it's crazy that she gets so much hate for writing about her exes, when we all know how good the music turns out to be. So let's just wait and see what's going to happen with her next album. Okay, now guess who has gotten back together? It's Hollywood's cringiest couple, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. It looks like they are officially staying together and stronger than ever. They were recently spotted on a healing vacation in Hawaii, and it looks like they have really patched things up. The two of them were seen holding hands while going on romantic strolls down the beach. At one point, there was a photo taken of Megan doing a piggyback while she gets carried across the sand. She's dyed her signature raven hair a deep ginger, and she looks absolutely stunning. Meanwhile, MGK has grown out his bleach blonde hair and tied it in a half up, half down. Despite looking tense a few days ago, a source close to the couple spoke to Daily Mail and confirmed that yes, they are back together. Quote, "They're officially back on after going through a rocky patch in their relationship. The last few months have been tough for them both, but they went away together to do some healing and it's been working. They feel more connected than ever." They went on to say that Megan is extremely spiritual and believes that Coulson is her soulmate. Now this is pretty good news after everything that's happened over the last couple of months. Soon after the cheating rumors came out, it was reported that the couple decided to cancel their wedding plans while they were trying to work on their relationship. Apparently they went on a break for some time in order to work on their issues separately. Megan completely wiped her Instagram account, was seen without her engagement ring, and even went to the Oscars after party without him. Page 6 then published reports claiming that the cause of their argument had been a series of suspicious DMs and text messages that she found on MGK's phone, leading her to believe that he'd been having an affair. The speculation somehow implicated his guitarist Sophie Lloyd, even though there was literally no solid evidence of her being involved in their breakup. When the backlash escalated, Megan eventually came to her defense and hit back at the rumors. She reinstated her Instagram account and posted a message blaming the media for the whole misunderstanding. There has been no third-party interference in this relationship of any kind. That includes, but is not limited to, actual humans, DMs, AI bots, or succubus demons. While I do hate to rob you of running random baseless news stories that would have been much more accurately written by ChatGPT, you need to let the story die and leave all of these innocent people alone now. Then in the comment section of Sophie's Instagram post, she left a lengthy comment criticizing social media for twisting the narrative. Megan wrote, "How me making a joke in order to absolve this girl of a hurtful accusation somehow turned into a confirmation of it, I will never understand. Why are people so dumb?" Their relationship drama can be traced back to the Super Bowl weekend on February the 10th. The couple were in Scottsdale, Arizona, where MGK was performing at the Coors Light Bird's Nest Festival. It was then that they apparently got into a massive fight, and it was bad enough that Megan cancelled plans and flew out on Saturday evening. She was supposed to go to his performance at the Sports Illustrated party, but obviously that never ended up happening. Then on the 12th, just hours before the big game, Megan posted that infamous photo on Instagram, which made it seem like they had actually broken up. And she made the caption, "You can taste the dishonesty, it's all over your breath." She ended up deleting the photo and insisting that it had nothing to do with infidelity. But of course, the rumors still spread like wildfire. fire.
Millie Bobby Brown is taking action against TikTok star Hunter Echo after he claimed to be in a relationship with her when she was 16 years old. Things are getting very serious, and I have the full story for you right now on IO. Thanks for coming back to IO, you guys. I am so excited to be back on IO just for today. I'm your host for this one, Joss Bedard. If you guys want to see more of me, please check out my brand new channel called Sassy. It's a lot of fun. I keep it very sassy over there, a little bit classy. Come check it out. I would really appreciate it. But for now, let's get to this news story. TikToker Hunter Echo went online and revealed several details about their alleged relationship. During an Instagram live video, he claimed that the actress initiated the relationship with him and claimed her parents were okay with it at the time, so he didn't feel he was doing anything wrong. Regardless of a parent's approval or not, fans were immediately outraged by his claims and said that because he is older, he should know better. He then went on to make jokes about the situation, saying he manipulated her into this relationship, and then it caused a huge stir online. But he did not stop there. He took things even further by making sexual jokes about the alleged relationship, making disturbing claims and comments about Millie, which are too inappropriate for me to mention on YouTube. Nor would I really want to, because it's creepy. Some of the clips from his Instagram livestream were recorded and then shared on TikTok, going viral and causing a huge controversy across the social media apps. Now I should say the age of consent in California, where he is based, is 18 years old. Millie is a British citizen, where the age of consent is 16. She also owns a home in Atlanta, Georgia, where the age is also 16. So she technically did not do anything wrong. Since all the chaos, one of Millie's representatives told TMZ that his allegations were dishonest, irresponsible, offensive, and hateful. They did not go into detail about what parts were dishonest or untrue, so fans are still left a bit confused. People already knew that the two of them had some kind of friendship or relationship, since pictures of them kissing and hanging out were shared online in 2020. So this relationship is not really a surprise. But on his live stream, Hunter claimed that the two of them dated for 8 months and said that he even lived with her during that time. Millie's representative said they will be taking legal action against him. They said, I quote, "Instead of engaging in public disclosure with him through the press or social media, we are taking action to ensure that he stops this behavior once and for all. No charges or legal matters have been announced yet, but Hunter has made it clear he will not be apologizing for any of his actions." Even after fans encouraged him to apologize for a lot of his comments, he said, "You guys don't know the story of anything, and I will never apologize. I hope you know that. I have zero things to apologize for. You guys don't know a single thing at all." So as of right now, at the time of this recording, it seems that he has no remorse for his actions. His Instagram is currently unavailable though, so it seems like he's either been blocked because of his actions, or he has taken a step back after it was announced that she will be taking legal action.
Millie Bobby Brown has publicly apologized for posting a video that appears to show her skincare routine. Problem is, she faked the whole routine. As in, she mimed it. Welcome back to InformOverload. We do the news, we make it entertaining. I'm Charlotte Doré. Subscribe for spicy news updates and follow the InformOverload team on social media, cause we like talking to you guys. It's nice. But don't be weird. You should also reach out to us if you come across any stories you think would be great for our channel. I do listen to your suggestions all the time. Damn, being a child star must be tough, eh? You're constantly under the microscope because everyone's expecting you to become a failure in one way or another. Which might be why Millie Bobby Brown was harshly criticized by her fan base after she posted a video to Instagram where she faked her bedtime skincare routine. What a bitch! Kill her! Kill it with fire! As she was doing the video, she was explaining as she used her vegan skincare line Florence by Mills. It was essentially a post to advertise the skincare line that's geared toward teens. Everything normal, right? Well, yeah, she faked the whole routine. She mimed it. She was like, and then I put this, and then I put it here, and then I take this and I put it here. And then she was wearing makeup at the end of the video. She didn't use any of the products. It was really weird, man. It was one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. And I have seen a lot of weird videos. And so have you, because you watch this channel. This isn't controversial per se, it's just weird. Why did Millie Bobby Brown pretend to do her skincare routine with her own products? So shortly after posting the video, comments flooded in are we going to ignore the fact that she never put anything on her face? Apparently we're not going to ignore it. All the backlash forced Millie to delete the video from her Instagram account and replaced it with a screenshot of this apology. It reads, "I'm still learning the best way to share my routines as I get to know this space better. I'm not an expert. I thought doing a quick video replicating my personal process for that night was okay, but that's not what was conveyed." Replicating? I understand, I appreciate all your feedback on this journey. Please keep sharing your thoughts and I will too. I love you guys, hashtag love and light. Okay, I'm even more confused than I was before. I guess you have to keep in mind that Millie is just a kid still. What could be seen as a cute attempt at a YouTube video if it was made by your little sister isn't received the same way because it was an attempt by Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Billy Brown. Personally, I feel like people are just looking for something to hate on. I mean, who really cares if she didn't wash her face? Get out your pitchforks, people! Social media hate campaigns against Millie Bobby Brown are nothing new. Back in 2018, when she was only 14, she quit Twitter after people started the hashtag #TakeDownMillieBobbyBrown. People were trying to prove that she was against Muslims based on unsubstantiated claims. Basically, a Twitter user claimed that Millie refused to take a picture with her unless she removed her hijab. When the woman refused, Millie took off the woman's hijab for her, supposedly. There was no proof offered for this claim, yet people started sharing even more encounters with Millie Bobby Brown that supposedly happened. And some were trying to paint her as homophobic as well. Which is like, bro, she's a 14-year-old girl and a celebrity. You would think that being one of the rising stars of Hollywood would make people like you, but bullying knows no bounds. Despite the slew of people who came to her defense, Millie was forced to delete her main Twitter account, and it remains inactive to this day. Her anti-bullying Twitter account, Millie Stops Hate, is still active.
While Millie Bobby Brown has a social media presence, she personally has stopped using it, and some people may wonder why. So, I'm Adam Andrews with InformOverload and let's talk about it. Since Stranger Things premiered in 2016, Millie Bobby Brown has blown the heck up, becoming hugely famous. If history has showed us anything to do with celebrities, it's that the blessing of fame comes with twice as many curses, and Millie Bobby Brown is not immune to them, which has led the actress to no longer have social media on her phone. Instead, her Instagram and Facebook pages, the only social platform she has, are handled by someone else on her behalf. Millie has even had to go to therapy to handle the constant bullying she has faced online. Her fans and haters alike watch with judgmental eyes everything that Millie Bobby Brown does and says. The actor has been inappropriately sexualized for years and trolled and harassed severely. Before she deleted Twitter and TikTok, Millie had been constantly bombarded with hateful messages, angry threats, and incredibly not okay messages from men of all ages. Nowadays, the only way Millie speaks directly to fans is via blog posts on the website for her skincare company, Florence by Mills. The answer to the question of why she stopped using social media is kind of right there in the pudding. But Millie recently did an interview with Emily Zemler from Allure. In her interview with Allure, Millie said, quote, "It's really hard to be hated on when you don't know who you are yet. So it's like, what do they hate about me because I don't know who I am? It's almost like, okay, I'm going to try being this today. And then they say, oh no, I hate that. Okay, forget that. I'm gonna try to be this today. Oh my god, I hate when you do that. Then you just start shutting down because you're like, who am I meant to be? Who do they need me to be for them? Then I started to grow more, and my family and friends really helped. It helped to be able to understand that I don't need to be anything they said that I need to be. I just had to develop within myself. That's what I did, that's what I am doing. So Millie kinda put it best, to be honest. Thanks to her stardom, she has started growing up surrounded and influenced by fans of all ages who criticize almost every single one of the things she does, trying to sculpt who she is growing to be, making it hard for her to even figure out who she actually is herself. It's an extreme version and example of the dangers of social media on a person who is still developing. Having hundreds of thousands of fans who hang on your every word is also an incredible amount of pressure to place on someone so young, with Millie being 18 currently. But the best part is that, being the mature young woman she is, she doesn't see it as pressure. She sees it as a responsibility that she will gladly take on alongside being an online college student at Purdue University studying human services, part of her family's production company, writing 2 screenplays with her sister Paige, running Florence by Mills, and continuing to work as a goodwill ambassador for UNICEF. So Round of applause for Millie Bobby Brown. You kind of are a superstar. But there you have it, people. Why this talented and multifaceted celebrity stopped using social media.
Britney Spears called out Millie Bobby Brown after the young actress confessed she would love to play the iconic pop singer in a biopic. This started on November 7th when Millie was a guest on Drew Barrymore's talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show. And when Drew asked Millie about her career bucket list and what her goals as an actress were, she confessed that she wanted the chance to one day portray a real person on screen and said that she'd like that person to be Britney Spears. Millie explained her answer, saying, "I think her story resonates with me, just growing up in the public eye, watching her videos, watching interviews when she was younger. I don't know her, but when I look at pictures of her, I feel like I could tell her story in the right way, and hers only." Millie's comments in this interview quickly went viral online, with many placing side-by-side photos of the two stars and pointing out their various similarities, particularly now that Millie is a blonde. What the internet was not expecting, however, was Britney's surprising reaction. Just one day later, Britney went off on an Instagram post where she appeared to respond to the internet's reaction, saying, "I hear about people wanting to do movies about my life. Dude, I'm not dead." Though Britney didn't call out Millie by name in her post, just based off the timing of events, it seems that this might have been the incident that set the singer off. Many on the internet have come to the defense of the 18-year-old following Britney's Instagram comments, while others have chosen instead to defend Britney. One user commented on Britney's post, writing, "Millie did nothing wrong. She answered a question. She obviously admires you." While a Britney fan wrote, "Britney didn't mention anyone. She just said she doesn't want to have to relive her trauma through some cash grab movie when she's very much still alive and can tell her own story when she's ready." But when we look a bit deeper, it seems like her caption might be in response to the wider ongoing conversation where the public has been calling to see her life story played out on screen, either in biopics or documentaries. But Britney has explained multiple times that she is not interested in any way in turning her life into a movie and is tired of people taking ownership of her story. However, Britney is actually currently writing an autobiography that details her life under conservatorship. When describing the book on Instagram, Britney said, "It's actually healing and therapeutic. It's also hard bringing up past events in my life I've never been able to express openly." It seems she completed the memoir back in July, but due to supply chain shortages, the publication date will be delayed. So what do you think of the situation? Is anybody really in the wrong here? Or is this just a case of the internet blowing something out of proportion? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you in another video.
Word on the street is Drake and Millie Bobby Brown are good friends. They've been in the news recently because apparently Drake has been giving Millie Bobby Brown boy advice. But some fans are not so supportive of their relationship. In fact, some are saying that the fact that they've been texting is really creepy. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know here for you on IO. What is happening, people? You are watching Inform Overload, where we tell you about everything cool and awesome happening on the internet. Essentially, every time we come across something cool on the web, we tell you about it on this channel. By the way, I'm Charlotte Dobre, and if that sounds like something you'd be down to subscribe to, you know what to do. And if you're on social media, you should follow the IO team. Our links are posted down below in the description. Before I get into this video, tell me in the comments below, does age matter in relationships? 31-year-old Drake and 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown's friendship has been all over the internet lately. They always rep each other's work, and they're always posing for photos together at parties. Which is like not unexpected. They live in the celeb world, which means they are not exactly normal people. Still though, that's a pretty big age gap. 18 years to be exact. So it might not be weird to them to be friends, but it seems to be weird for pretty much everybody else. Drake and Millie met last year at the Brisbane Supernova Convention. She then went to his show in Australia. After that, they became really good friends. Drake even sent her a Scorpion hoodie before his album even dropped. Here's a photo of them together at the Golden Globes party that Millie captioned, "Blessed to have my security be my +1 at the Netflix party." So at first, fans were really supportive of their friendship. But after a recent interview at the Emmy Awards, fans are starting to wonder if it's really that cool for Drake to be friends with a 14-year-old girl. According to a post by Access Hollywood, Millie revealed in a red carpet interview that Drake is the man behind the curtain when it comes to her dating life. Quote, "Hey, stranger things have happened." Cheeky. So this means that apparently Drake gives Millie boy advice, which I personally think is kinda cute. I'm just saying. Like Millie even needs boy advice, she's already like a fashion icon. I wish I was that cool when I was her age. At 14 I look like a turnip with braces. But apparently even Millie Bobby Brown needs some help in the boy department every now and again. Seems like teenage boys are terrifying even if you're Millie Bobby Brown. So terrifying. So terrifying. Millie explained in the interview that she loves Drake. They met in Australia and he's a great friend and role model. She said that they texted just the other day and he was like, "I miss you so much," and she replied, "I miss you more." And this is where it gets a little weird. At this point, the interviewer asked Millie to elaborate and she says, "That stays in the text messages." Weird. Millie said that she and Drake have plans to meet up in November on the Atlanta stop of his tour. All of this points to the fact that Drake and Millie text. Like, Like a lot. Whether or not that's a healthy amount is up to you. So naturally, like anything good and wholesome, social media has totally blown Drake's and Millie's relationship out of proportion. Twitter has blown up with accusations and essentially people are really creeped out. People have called their relationship disturbing and that there's no reason why a 31-year-old man should be friends with a 14-year-old girl. Others have suggested that it could be possible that Millie has a crush on Drake, and it's weird that he texted her something like, "I miss you so much," especially if there's a possibility that she could have a crush on him. Drake hasn't commented on this issue at this time, but he is rumored to be dating an 18-year-old model named Bella Harris, which makes the whole younger girl thing even more awkward. At this point, the awkward turtle is just like, all of this being said, there is no proof that their relationship is anything other than platonic. I personally feel like it would be a stretch to suggest that a 14-year-old would seriously have a crush on a 31-year-old man, even if it is Drake. Like, he's cute and stuff, but like, just no. Millie Bobby Brown has quickly become a household name since her debut role on Stranger Things 2 years ago. It's really difficult to be so famous at such a young age. My worry is that Hollywood is gonna chew up Millie Bobby Brown and spit her out and destroy her. Let's hope it doesn't come to that because she really is just like the best person. You can tell by the posts that she chooses to put online. I'm more curious as to who Millie needs boy advice about. It seems like her relationship with Jacob Sartorius is over, so I'm interested to see who's next. Let's hope it's not Drake. Am I right? Okay guys, that is all I have for you on that. Let me know, do you think there's something else going on between Drake and Millie?